Yes, we are live. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, welcome to another Live at 5, where we teach you the organic approach to making money online. OMG, girl. It's almost the end of the month.
What you say? I cannot believe it. This is amazing. Amazing. Almost the end of the month, guys. Can you believe it? We shot through the first quarter of the year. And now
Yep,
April is almost over as well. So you know what that
almost
means.
over.
First half is almost over. Guys, if you don't
Mhm.
know who we are, you're listening to Online Success Made Simple. This is my girl,
Yes.
Daria. That's Daria Jackson Legging, yeah, from New York,
New York.
from the sunny Florida. Yes, 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 just in case, because sometimes we'll get started and we want to make sure we let you know who we
Who
are,
we
who
are.
you're watching, whether you guys are on YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn, however you may be watching us on social media, we appreciate you for taking your time out to ingest the things that we are teaching so that you can make your business better, right? That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, us coming together and improving each other's lives. Hello, 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 Nasir. How you doing? How you doing? It's
Hey,
always
what's
good to
going
see you on,
on?
my brother.
What's going
Guys,
on?
if you've been following us for weeks, we have been talking all about building relationships and networking. Because as you
Yes.
know, that's the lifeblood of your business. That is how you get more sales and more customers. And we're not talking about talking to everybody that you run into on the street, right? Been there, done that, never.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
So if you want to know how to get more sales and more prospects without talking to everybody and their mama that you run into, that is what we teach here at Online Success Made Simple. And if you look at the top right here, you're going to see something that says StreamYard.com/Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube, depending on where you're watching us from. You hit that, and it's going to give StreamYard and that platform permission to work together. And then, of course, whenever we click on your comment, as you see, like Nasir's, you see his name and his profile picture, right? And that was done by clicking that link. If you don't click it, it's just going to come up with no picture. And it's going to say Facebook user or YouTube user. We love to display your comments. So, oh my goodness, guys.
Right.
Like Derek said, it's the end of the month, right? And Darius going to give us a recap of what we talked about last week. And we hope that you guys have been getting value out of this series. This is actually the fourth week in the series. Now, next week, we're going to take a break.
Yes.
We're going to do an interview, right? We're going to do an encore interview. And then right after that, we're going to do the fifth installment of this series. And it's absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, as you guys, before I go into that, as you are popping on, just make sure you put hashtag live in the comments. And if you are watching the replay, put in the comments hashtag replay and be sure to share this broadcast with at least two people. So, after you share this broadcast with at least two people, just put the word, comment the word share in the comments so that way we can see that you have shared this with your audience. So, like Takesha said, we've been doing this for 4 weeks. This is our fourth week. So we started out with how to show up online as yourself so that you can be as authentic as possible. So that was week one. So if you didn't check it out, make sure you go back to the group or go back to our YouTube channel and check that out. Then week two, we did cultivating connections, the art of meaningful online interactions. That was week two. Week three, we did the power of storytelling, which was so powerful. You need to go back if you missed that. And we shared. we were showing you how to share your brand's narrative. On today, we are going to be sharing networking nuances behind the screen. You must know that before you see whatever you see on social media, there is stuff going on behind the screen. Don't just think that people just wake up and have a following. There's something that happens before you even see it. Think about the movie stars. Think about your favorite artists. They had to do some stuff before they came out in the open to showcase their talent. So
Hmm.
the same thing applies here. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to share my screen
Mhm.
so we can get into this because we will not be before you too long today. We're gonna hit it
Yeah, this is actually one of our
and
shorter
play.
ones.
Mhm.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah,
one of the shorter ones, but it's to be noted that it's one of the most important parts, right? Because
absolutely.
what you do off screen absolutely enhances what you do on screen, right? What you how you show up on screen.
That's for
Yes,
sure.
yes. Let me make my screen bigger. I'm like, why is it so little? Make your screen. Yeah, because I always have those days where I'm like, I cannot see. Yes, thank you, Daria. I see that. I see that. I see what you did,
Perfect,
girl.
perfect, perfect, perfect.
You go, girl. So yeah, as we were saying, this is the fifth fifth part. So yeah, this is the fourth part, and we're going to discuss it with you today because the nuances beyond the screen are absolutely what you want to be focusing on. Absolutely what you want to be focusing on.
Oh, well, give me 1 second. I just see what happened. Give me 1 second, girl. Let's fix that real quick because that
You
is
know,
my birthday.
I was just gonna keep it moving and not act like
Yep.
it didn't
All
say
right. All
five.
right. All
You
right.
see, I
Wait.
was
All right. There we go. All right. We got it
guys,
right.
just so you know, Maria and I, honey, we done did this so many years that we just learned to just roll with it. Y'all
Just
saw we
roll with
did
it.
that, just roll with it. I wasn't about to just be like, yeah. So next slide, please. Next slide. Because
All
it's
right.
absolutely imperative when you are working with somebody else that you do realize that there are other people's feelings involved besides your own, right? Besides your own. Now, when it comes to networking beyond the screen, it's all about enriching digital connections with real world interactions, right? With real interactions and thoughtful gestures that resonate on a personal level, right? You have to resonate with people on a personal level, right? That's what it's all about. So, what is it that you should be doing, right? Because that's the question. Like, how do I have deeper, meaningful connections with people, right? That's the question that people have. And so that's why it's so important to go over this today because in order for you to have more meaningful connections, of course, it's important to engage in face-to-face meetings, right? Face-to-face meetings. Of course, now our face-to-face meetings are Zooms, but they're outside of social media, right? Because everything doesn't happen in social media online for everybody to see. Some things you're doing face to face so that you can provide an opportunity to build a deeper connection beyond the digital realm. These meetings allow for more meaningful conversations. And of course, you can see their body language cues and you get a chance to truly get to know each other on a personal level. Now, of course, if you live in the same city and town as people, like when I have people on my team that live in the same vicinity as me, if you live within an hour, of course, we're going to get together. We can have our own face to face meetings and invite others to it as well, right? So, you might have Zooms, because you're getting together for a face-to-face meeting with people around the world. But if you're in the vicinity of people that you're on teams with or that you're working with, you can meet them for coffee. You can
Yeah.
have an event and meet
Mhm.
them face to face. Give people a chance because that physical, right? That getting together, that one-on-one outside of Facebook where you can be, what I'm saying, your raw self, right? Because you can't be raw on social media. Let's face people watching. You can't be raw and you can't say certain things to people on social media that you can say to them in private on a face-to-face conversation where what I mean, it'll deepen your connection with them. Things that, like, when you're coaching somebody, you're not going to be on social media going back and forth with them saying, oh, well, you need to do this. And, you're going to have a face to face meeting with them either on a Zoom or you're going to get together with them.
That's right.
Right. You're gonna talk, right. You're
Absolutely.
going to talk about what they're doing great, what they can be
Mhm.
doing better. Right.
Mhm.
That those are
Absolutely.
things you can have those raw conversations offline. And that's why it's so important to engage with them. And the other thing
Mhm.
is handwritten notes. Handwritten notes. This is just like how I say courting has went out the window, right? Believe in courting no more. I guess I'm old, right? And old fast. I believe in courting. So handwritten notes is just like that. How many times have you given somebody a gift for something or done something nice for something and they gave you a handwritten card or a handwritten note thanking you?
Mhm.
That was awesome. Handwritten notes add a personal touch to your communication efforts. Make
Mhm.
them feel like, dang, okay, they really did appreciate that gift I gave them. They took the time out to write me a note. They took
Right.
the time out to say something to me.
Yeah.
Taking the time to write a thoughtful message, that demonstrates sincerity, right? And consideration. You considering their feelings. A lot of people don't have their feelings considered nowadays. Whether it's expressing gratitude, whether it's offering congratulations, because you always need to congratulate people on your way up. Congratulate people on your way up, or simply reaching out to say hello.
Mhm.
A handwritten note can leave a memorable impression and strengthen the bond between you and your connection. And of course, nowadays, those handwritten notes are sometimes text messages,
Yes.
right? Because you can text
Yeah.
somebody, I was just thinking about you. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? Just checking on
Mhm.
you, how you were doing.
Right. Right. Also sending a card or
Yeah,
even a voice clip. Even a voice clip is just as effective. So yeah.
absolutely. Because it's totally personalized and it's towards them, right? It's something that you made for them. It says, hey, I was thinking about you. Hey, I appreciate you. Hey, I know you there. Professional development,
Hmm.
right? Professional development together, right?
That's right.
Those three words can't leave out that last word.
That's right.
Professional development together. Participating in professional development activities together not only enhances your skills, but it also strengthens your relationship. Why do you think all these companies have all of these professional meetings, right? And they do trainings at these meetings. They don't just get you there and have a promo and tell you some things. They do trainings, right? You all together doing professional development and bonding together. You attending workshops, seminars, you doing courses that allow you to share insights and learn from each other's experiences and bond over common interests, which is how y'all know that's how me and Daria met.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Exactly how me and Daria met, right? These shared experiences create a sense of camaraderie and collaboration that goes beyond digital interactions.
Yes.
One day you want to jump off the screen and say, hey, I'm on my way to New York. What you doing? Because we talk all the time. We have got to get together. Let's do something. Let's put something together. Let's collaborate. We doing it. Let's do something in your town. Let's do something in my town.
That's it.
Let's do
That's it.
something. virtual, online, right? We're
Absolutely.
gonna come together. We're gonna do something. That's what it's
Absolutely.
all. It's not just about joining companies together, right? It's way more than that. Sometimes it's about collaborating on your own things. Sometimes you get with other people and you collaborate, you put a course together with somebody else.
Yes.
You combine your strengths. That's what it's about.
Hmm. That's what's up. That's
That's
it
what's
right there. That's it right there. And then to take it a step further, you want to support their endeavors. So when you're showing genuine support for your connections endeavors is essential for building a strong network. It's nothing wrong with, supporting and getting behind someone and saying, "Yes, you go. Don't quit. You're doing a great job." Everybody can use that. Everybody can use that. So whether it's attending their events, endorsing their work on social media, or referring clients to someone, or opportunities sending them their way, you're demonstrating tangible support, which reinforces your commitment to their success.
mm,
So there's nothing wrong with that. This reciprocal support fosters a sense of trust and loyalty within your network. So you're probably saying, "Oh my God, how am I gonna do all of this? It's so much work." It happens naturally, y'all. It's
it
not like
does.
you're saying, "Okay, tomorrow I'm gonna meet up with this one in my town, and then the next day I'm gonna do a Zoom, and the next day after that." No, it doesn't work like that.
Right.
It happens naturally. If you just
Yeah.
make it a point to meet people every day, you just never know where it might go.
I'm so
And I
glad you said that, Daria. Because
yeah,
it's so true. And we always forget all we're doing is making new friends, making new associates. Because some people say, you don't use that word so loosely, friends. You're making new associates, right?
right,
As
right.
we usually say, friends, associates, however you call them. I say friends because I make long term relationships with people. So
Mhm.
you definitely want to do that, and don't overthink it. You've made
No,
a friend before. You got a friend right now, right?
exactly.
You go places all the time and meet new people and make new friends. Don't make it about business. That's the thing. It's your normal life. You're going out, meeting people, having regular conversations, right? That's you got to get that
Exactly.
through your head. Like I'm just having regular conversations with people, no pressure.
Exactly.
Seriously,
Right. So you want to make it a point to really get to know a person. That way you may be in a position to introduce them to others in your network based on what it is that they do and their expertise. So acting as a connector within your network is powerful. It's a powerful way to deepen your relationships because it shows that you have listened and you have internalized and you remember the information that was shared. So, introducing your connections to others who can help them
mm,
professionally not only expands their network, but also reinforces your value as a trusted resource. And that's what you want. Remember,
mm,
we tell you this over and over and over again that people do business with those they know, like, and trust. The best way for a person to get to know, like, and trust you is behind the scenes, behind the screen. It doesn't happen in front of the screen. What you see in front of the screen has manifest itself behind the screen. Okay. So those behind the screen moments are very powerful. So, making meaningful introductions demonstrates your willingness to go above and beyond to support their growth and their development because it's not about you, it's about those that you connect with. Okay.
yes.
Like, for an example, I'm going to have a meeting later with another leader in the industry, and we're just going to chop it up. And we do that from time to time. And you just never know what can come up out of that meeting. We're not pitching each other. We're just we're throwing ideas at each other and just helping each other and supporting each other that way. So that's what I mean. So you need to develop those besties in the industry. Who is it that you can go to and bounce ideas off of, or say, "Hey, I did this post. What do you think? What do you How do you feel when you read it, when you see it?" Everybody needs that, and I'm so glad that I have it
That's a
because
fact.
I can pull the keys at any time. Be like, "Yo, look at this."
Every
For sure.
time, like, hey, girl, what you think about this? This what I made. What you
Mhm.
think? I shared it with you.
Yep. Yeah, we share it with each other,
Yeah.
and whenever she see it, or if it's an urgency thing, like, call. Did you see that thing I sent you? You know, and we
Oh yeah.
all need it. We all need it. So you also want to share knowledge and resources because there's more than one way to skin a cat, and there's so much information out there. Not one
Mm.
person knows everything. So sharing valuable
Oh yeah.
resources such as books, articles, podcasts, or industry insights is a great way to add value to your connections. With that, people will look at you as the go-to person for a certain thing. Like, I know people come to me for certain things. Oh, Daria know about that. The same thing,
Mhm.
Takesha know about that. And that's
Yep.
what you want to develop within your network. So, by sharing relevant content, you demonstrate your expertise and willingness to contribute to their professional development. Okay. And this happens over time, it doesn't happen overnight. You're not, just know that every person that you reach out to, you're not going to build this cohesive relationship with. Some people you're going to resonate with, and some people you won't. Some people will just be your friend from a distance. And then there'll be others where they're in your world, where you'll find yourself communicating every day. Just like I remember my friend Celeste. We met back in 88 in front of the fax machine at work. And you know what
Yeah.
was crazy? How we met was that we both had the assignment to fax something, and we both didn't know how to do it. So what happened was I was at the fax machine looking at this big monstrosity, like, where do I begin with the papers in my hand, right? She's coming up to the fax machine with the same idea. So I'm hoping that she knew, and she was hoping that I knew. We both didn't know how to
Oh,
work that thing. And that relationship developed because we were both standing there together trying to figure this thing out. And while we were trying to figure it out, we laughing and giggling just like Takesha laughing now. It was like the
yeah.
blind leading the blind, but we figured it out. And then we just started talking and going to lunch together. And here we are 30 years later, still friends.
Oh my
It
God.
might be over 30 years, but there
Yeah.
may be something in the conversation that will spark something where you'll find yourself wanting to speak to this person every day, or if not every day, every other day, or every week.
Yep.
So it happens naturally. So that's why we always say reach out to at least 10 people a day. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So this exchange of
And let me add
knowledge,
something.
huh?
Go ahead. Go
What
ahead. I
was
want to add something. Done.
Oh, okay, cool. So this exchange
Yeah.
of knowledge forces a sense of reciprocity and collaboration within your network, and we all need it. We all
Need
need
that.
it. Yeah, it's so important. So if you're in network marketing or affiliate marketing, you should not be working this thing by yourself. You should have somebody
Yeah.
that you can call, because this is not a business you work by yourself.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So if that
Network
is you,
marketing.
right, that has to change starting
Yeah.
today. Starting today. You should not be doing this by
Starting
yourself.
today.
Absolutely not. It was something you wanted to add to Keisha?
And you brought me right to my point, girl. You slid it right up in there. So,
Ah,
so just to bring the point of like how she's saying share knowledge and resources and things like that. Just yesterday, like Daria and I use the same programs, we use the same tools, things like that. But when you're on a Zoom with somebody and you're doing something with them and you're watching them and you're like, stop. Why are you doing that? Don't do that. Just click this button. Right?
Right,
Because she
right,
was
right.
like, wait, that's that wait, is it? Yeah. So that's the perfect example. Because you
Mhm.
may be using the same tools as somebody else, but they may have found some shortcuts, right? And
Absolutely.
now you're on with them, and just like that. And we're like, dang, okay. And so sometimes I'm teaching Daria something, sometimes she's teaching me something. It doesn't matter if we use the same things all the time. We don't always use them in the same way. And sometimes we get
Exactly.
together, we're like, oh, I didn't know it could do that. Yeah.
Right.
you know?
Right.
So it's important to have
Right.
that shared knowledge and resources. It's important to get together and talk about how you're using those resources and tools.
Mhm.
'Cause you never
Absolutely. That's
know.
that's right.
Never know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So it brings us to personal touches.
Mm.
It was just a great segue. So remembering and acknowledging personal details about your connections can make them feel appreciated and valued. So whenever you're talking to someone, you should have a notebook, whatever notebook, go to the Dollar Tree, get yourself a notebook, jot down the person's name, first and last name, where you met them, and whatever information that you learn about them, so that when you connect with them again, you would be able to maybe ask them a question. They might share something personal with you, and you can ask them about that. That's going to make them feel really good, appreciated, and valued, right? So it could be anything like sending a birthday card, congratulating them on a work anniversary. Those are those personal things I was just talking about, or acknowledging significant milestones in their personal or professional life. These personal touches demonstrate that you care about them beyond just a professional networking. Right,
Yes.
you might remember that they're a lawyer or they're a teacher like you or a school counselor like you know, whatever it is, or like your mom, there might be some kind of way to connect with them and it will help you remember. But again,
Mhm.
jot those notes down because remember, if you're reaching out to 10 people a day, there's no telling how many people you're going to be speaking to and connecting with. So you may have to go back and refamiliarize yourself with that conversation. That's okay. That's what CRMs are for. Okay.
Mhm.
That's what they do.
Yeah,
Customer
CRM.
relationship management systems. Okay.
Whew.
That's what that is for. Okay. So showing genuine interest in their well-being strengthens the emotional connection and fosters a sense of camaraderie within your network. And I know we said this before, but we can't stress it enough how powerful these off-screen moments are. So if you're not having off-screen moments, then that means you're not reaching out to enough people. You're not talking to enough people.
Not enough.
That's what that means because you should have those moments where you're getting on a Zoom. Like tomorrow, Takesha and I, we made a connection and we have a Zoom meeting tomorrow just to
Yeah.
collaborate and to see how we could support each other. You should be having those meetings, whether it's on Zoom, whether it's on Messenger, or you're having a video call or a audio call,
Yeah.
a phone call. You should be able to take them off of social media and be able to talk to them outside of that just to see, what's going on with them and see how you can help them. Not to
Absolutely.
see if they will join your business. No, to just
No.
to see if you can build some kind of relationship. And it may not happen right away. Don't
Mhm.
expect it to happen right away. Think about the people that you met throughout your life.
Mhm.
Some people you resonate with right away. Some people you meet them years later and you go through stuff and they go through stuff and then you have a connection that you didn't have before. So
Mhm.
don't expect it to be any different on social media. People are going to resonate with you that resonate with you, and it's okay. The same people don't resonate with us. There's people that resonate with me that don't resonate with Takesha, and vice versa. That we're two different people.
Hey.
It's supposed to happen. It's just that we happen to work together. That's
And
it.
That's the beauty of being unique.
Yes.
We get to work with twice as many people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. We both bring people into our world.
Yes.
We both do.
Absolutely.
That
That's
that
why you don't try to change when you come online, because the
mm-mm.
right people are gonna follow you. And you don't want to
Exactly.
switch up on them right in the middle. Like, wait, who was this person? Just be you
Exactly.
the whole time.
Just
Yeah.
be who you are. And we're very good at it. And so are you.
You
Nobody can be
better be
you but
you.
you. For
You were
sure.
born that way. Yes.
That's right. So so this concludes our session today. I know it was very short but very poignant. The main thing is that you have to build relationships
Oh,
consistently, take them offline, learn something about your prospects, see how you can help each other, support each other,
yeah.
and just keep the relationship going. So if you're looking for more stuff like this, you can connect with us. Oh, you see our email, you can text us. You also can go to our website, onlinesuccessmadesimple.com, and we will answer any questions that you may have. So we appreciate you coming out tonight, hanging out with us another evening with us. And I'm
Yeah.
going to stop sharing our screen. And
See
yeah,
that rocket? That means we're taking this to the moon, guys. Y'all saw
taking
that
it to the
rocket on that
moon.
last slide? Because we're taking this to the moon.
Yeah,
Networking and building relationships will skyrocket your business.
for
That
sure.
was the emphasis of the last slide, guys. To the
Hmm.
moon and back.
To the
You
moon
got
and to the
that.
moon and back. So the main thing is step up your game by connecting with more people. The more people you connect with, the more no's you will get, and they will bring you eventually to some yeses. But you got to get the no's. You have to. Don't be discouraged when people say no, you know?
At
Don't
all.
be don't be discouraged. People tell us no too. It's just that they tell us we get more no's than you
That's
because
true.
we keep going after the no. And then you
That-
know those people that told us no before, they eventually come around to a yes, maybe in something else. It may
absolutely.
not be the thing that you introduced to them. That might be a hard no,
Right.
but it might be something else down the line where they're like, "Hey, send me your link. I like
I
that."
get that.
'Cause you
Absolutely.
already had interaction with them, you already had a conversation with them,
That.
very authentic conversation, and you're interacting with each other's posts, so you keep it going. Don't get mad and all upset like, "Dang, I ain't even they not joining me." And they can join whoever they want.
Know, like, and trust. You making them angry is not going to help them get to know, like, and definitely not trust you. So you have to think about that. You're building
Mhm.
a relationship, right?
Right.
You don't want to be like, oh, well, forget them. Okay, when how are you going to get them to ever know, like, and trust you? Like, this is a, you know what I mean? Come on. That's why you're speaking to
Exactly.
so many different people, because this one person might not join your business. And if you spend 2 weeks trying to get this one person to join your business, you could
That's
have
too much
spoken to
time.
how many people? You were supposed to be speaking to 10 people a day, at least sending out 10 messages a day. But you over here chasing Bob for two
'Cause
weeks.
Bob said he
And
was
Bob still ain't
interested.
joined. And Bob still ain't joined. Now you
Right.
just wasted 2 weeks instead of
Exactly.
talking to 10
And
people a day. Bob
yep,
gonna come around when Bob ready. Bob say he interested, cool. Still talk to the rest of the people.
that's right.
Bob
That's right.
one person. That's
Yeah.
still only one yes. You can have 5 yeses by the time Bob say yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
But you
it's,
know
and
what?
it's
We all did it. We all did it. I remember those moments when somebody told me, "Oh yeah, they're gonna join. They're gonna join Friday," and I don't talk to anybody because I'm waiting for Friday. When I could have been
on
talking
Friday.
to other people as well, instead of waiting for that one person on Friday, and then when Friday come, you don't hear nothing. Crickets.
You know, that is the number one thing that we hear in the network marketing industry. I'm gonna join on Friday.
Yep.
You're gonna get us a girl. We'll talk to you about this after that. That is the number one thing that we hear. I'm gonna join on Friday.
On Friday. Friday come and Friday
Number
go.
one thing, Friday never comes. Look, Friday never comes. Yeah.
Cricket.
So you definitely don't want to waste your time waiting on people when you should be actively introducing your idea to people. So
Mhm.
that's all it is. Actively introducing people, because those people that you talk to already, you're just going to continue to follow up with them. But you're not going
That's it.
to talk to Bob today and then don't talk to nobody else until you follow up with Bob. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
15 times. No, you're going to follow up with
No,
Bob while you following up with the other 15, 20, 30 people that said they were interested too.
exactly.
Numbers game. Numbers game.
It
Shoot.
is. It is.
Bob might
It
not
is.
join. You know what I mean? He might not join you in this. He might join you in something else. It might be a third business that you in if you in affiliate marketing, right? Might not be this one. This one might not be something that looked good to him. But the next one he might.
Exactly.
Don't waste your time trying to get him to get in this one business.
No, not at
Especially
all.
like I said, if you're doing several things. 10 people a
Yep.
day, guys.
Yep.
10.
10.
Right? And
10.
that should be all organic. People that are commenting on your things, people that you are interacting with, right? Because you have a lot of people on your timeline. We all do. And if you don't like what you see on your timeline, stop liking those types of posts and start liking the types of posts that you want to see on your timeline, and you'll see more of those. Uh-huh.
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
Exactly. Well, great
yeah,
session tonight. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Nasir, for your contribution and your I see that you shared. Awesome sauce.
and
Appreciate
Claudia
you.
shared as well. We appreciate that as well. Claudia,
Yeah.
you go, girl.
Yes, yes, yes.
Uh,
So this concludes our session for this evening. Make sure you go back and watch the other three if you didn't. And we will be back next week, like Takesha said, with an interview. And then we will continue this series the following week. So have an amazing evening, and we will see you next week. Bye,
bye,
y'all.
guys.